Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to Brass Monkey X. So today we're doing another hot sauce review. I know I showed this one to you a couple months ago, actually. It took me a while to get through this bottle, but I actually finished it maybe 2-3 weeks ago. I just haven't had time to make the video, so here we are, guys. I'm finally getting around to it. So if you guys remember, how I do this is I rate my hot sauces on 4 different criteria. Number 1 is presentation. Number 2 is aroma. Number 3 is flavor. And number 4 is heat factor. Now I give these all a rating between 1 and 10. And then I total them up at the end and I give you the total. So let's get right into it, guys. So this hot sauce here, it is Apocalypse Hot Sauce. I think that's the name of the company. I think this hot sauce is actually called Total Destruction. Yeah, if you see the name of the company here, I actually highly recommend this hot sauce. If you're looking for some, check out their website. If I ever find some more in the wild, I'm definitely buying this. But let's start with presentation here. The label is pretty plain Jane. There's really not much here. I do like the colors here. I like that purple and the black scheme, but the problem with this label is it's very difficult to read. The printing on that is real small. Like, I'm zooming in real close to show you guys. I don't even know what that first word is down there. It's Apocalypse Hot Sauce, Total Devastation. I think it's Mega Ghost Pepper Hot Sauce or Magic Ghost Pepper Hot Sauce. I don't even know. The label's just too small for me, guys. I can't read that. And I mean, my eyes aren't that bad. There is a description here. The description's kind of cheeky. That's pretty cool. But as far as the label goes, the presentation, it's not the best I've ever seen. We're only going to rank that. We're going to give that a 5 for presentation. Now, aroma. The aroma on this is excellent. It's one of those hot sauces that like burns your nostrils when you get a whiff of it. You can really smell the habanero in there. Like, the habanero has a real fruity smell to it. And it does have habanero in there as well as the ghost pepper, but you can really smell that habanero. And like I've said before, the habanero is my favorite pepper of all time. And I can smell that a mile away. I love that smell. So for aroma, I mean, I like when it burns when you smell it. And I love the smell of that habanero. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to give this a 9 for aroma. A pretty high score. I really love the smell of this. It smells a lot like my favorite hot sauce that I've ever had. It's called Spontaneous Combustion. Very similar smell and a very similar flavor to Spontaneous Combustion. So aroma gets a 9. Very high score. The flavor profile here. You can really taste the ghost pepper in this sauce. You can definitely taste the habanero, and there on the back end you get hints of garlic, and they put Dijon mustard in here, and I didn't even really realize that until I read the ingredients today. But you get a taste of that mustard flavor on the back end too. So the flavor is pretty good. I mean, I'm definitely going to give that a high score for the flavor. I'm probably going to say like an 8. It's not quite a 9. I'm going to give it an 8. Now the heat. The heat is what makes this hot sauce excellent. The heat factor on this is in my... It's got to be in my top 5 hottest hot sauces I've ever had. It is extremely hot, and that's why I love this hot sauce. It's one of my new favorite hot sauces, to be honest with you. Like I said, it's definitely top 5 as far as heat goes. This stuff will make you cry if you don't realize what you're doing with it and you use too much. So the heat factor, it's not a 10. I've had hotter, but it's definitely a 9. And that's saying a lot for me. I know I'm getting older and my taste buds aren't what they used to be. I can't handle what I used to. But this is definitely a 9, and that's not an easy score to get out of me. So, totals here. again, our presentation was a 5. Aroma, I give it a 9. Flavor, I'm giving it an 8. And heat, I'm giving it a 9. So we get a total of 31 out of a possible 40. That's a pretty damn high score. I think since I've started doing the hot sauce reviews, that's the highest score we've given so far. I think one day I'll go through and I'll tally up all the scores. I'll make a list and I'll go back through and show you everything that I've done so far. But as always, guys, after I do my my little score here, I like to tell you guys what I personally thought this hot sauce was good on, what it goes good with. Now, I'm a meat eater. I'm a carnivore. I love eating meat. And the problem with this hot sauce is you have to use it sparingly. So it's difficult to eat it on meat. Like if you're going to put this on like a steak or something, or like a pork chop, you're going to have some trouble. Because you can only do 1 drop at a time. Like I'm not even joking here. 1, maybe 2 drops on each piece of meat. So if you cut up your meat and then before you take a bite, put a drop on that particular bite, that's like pretty much the only way you're going to do this if you're putting it on meat because it's so damn hot. So what I found was if you're going to be putting it on meat, put it in your marinade. If you're making a marinade, put some of this in the marinade and it turns out great. But what I really liked it for, I don't know why, but for some reason, ramen noodles. Anytime I made ramen noodles, I put a couple drops of this in there, and oh my god, it put it over the top. It takes a regular pack of 99-cent ramen noodles or even like cup noodles, and it makes it excellent. I loved it on ramen noodles. I mean, it'll go good in any kind of soup. Anything that's real liquid based, you put a couple drops in there, and the flavor and the heat just permeates the whole thing, and it was awesome. But something about mixing it with the noodles was great. It even went pretty good with spaghetti. Like I used it a lot with red sauce. That was pretty good too. So when like you're making up some red sauce for your Italian dishes, put a couple drops in there and mix it in, and oh, damn good, guys. Really good hot sauce. It gets my seal of approval. I highly recommend this. Again, if you want to check them out, they got a Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest, Instagram, all that stuff. Check out their website there too. Apocalypse Hot Sauce in Hamilton, New Jersey. Excellent. I don't remember where I got this. I think I picked it up at some kind of farmer's market or something. They probably had a booth there and I picked it up there. But excellent hot sauce, guys. Highly recommended. So, like I said, I finished that up 2, maybe 3 weeks ago. And somebody gifted me a bottle of Cholula. Just Chipotle Cholula. Now, I know this isn't really like gourmet hot sauce. I burned through this bottle real fast. I pretty much dump this on my dinner every night. I just dump a whole bunch of it on there. So I'm going to be done with this bottle soon. I know this isn't my typical like gourmet stuff. This is like off the shelf, but I'll still do a review of this too, guys. Because there are people out there who aren't nuts like me. And they're not eating this crazy stuff here. And they want like basic hot sauces like this. So I will be doing a review on this too. Because I mean, this does have really good flavor. So thanks, guys. I really appreciate you watching. I like doing these hot sauce reviews. I know I don't get a lot of views on them, but I love hot sauce. I literally eat hot sauce on every meal, guys. So I'm going to keep doing these reviews, whether you guys like them or not. So thanks for tuning in. I appreciate you watching if you are watching, and we'll catch you next time, guys.